before we start and discuss the, let the ladies come. I'll wait. Let us wait for 5 more minutes. देखिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 में है कि SC/ST cannot apply as EWS. EWS means he has to be a general. Neither scheduled caste nor scheduled tribe nor OBC. अगर कोई SC/ST है तो फिर वो SC/ST में ही अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा. EWS में नहीं. हाँ? They will apply for EWS certificate to the district collector. So district, it is misused. Huh? Every law is misused, madam. Which tell me a law which is not misused. Can you tell me one? Every time you make a law, it will be misused. तो मैंने समाज में लॉ प्रोफेशन में रॉन्ग सर्टिफिकेट कौन देख रहा है देश में? समाज किसी को भी दे देगा वहाँ पर. The question is, it is the district collector or the revenue authorities who have to verify. That job is very difficult job, but they will have to send their people, find which locality is staying. They have to check his paternal side, maternal side, all these things they will check. नहीं होता तो नहीं गलत सर्टिफिकेट उसके लिए मैं तो कुछ नहीं कर सकता. जैसे आपको पासपोर्ट बनाना है तो हर क्रिमिनल का पासपोर्ट बन जाता है. कैसे बनता है? ऐसे नहीं. आपका गाड़ी का लाइसेंस बनेगा नहीं. जो 10 बार शराब पी के ठोक चुका है उसका 1 मिनट बन जाएगा. उसका तो कोई जवाब नहीं है. इसके लिए तो फिर ट्रेनिंग आप कितना भी करा लो, सर्टिफिकेट अगर गलत बनता है तो ट्रेनर तो कुछ भी नहीं कर सकता. आई कैन ओनली टेल यू certificate बनना चाहिए. So I am starting, okay? So before we talk about roster, let us quickly understand that what kind of percentage we have to apply. Okay, so in Goa you have uniform percentage of 2% for scheduled caste, okay, and 12% for scheduled tribe. This is the percentage you are following, and 27% for OBC. This is you are following in the case of direct recruitment. Promotion में सिर्फ ये नहीं होगा. This will not be there. बाकी होगा सब कुछ जगह. अब reservation with this percentage, reservation is applicable in direct recruitment at all level, A, B, C, D. सब जगह पे reservation direct recruitment में लगता है. आप direct recruitment का कोई भी vacancy advertise करेंगे और whichever level you will have to apply reservation. There is no exemption. But in promotion, correct me if I am wrong, C से B में आप promotion देंगे reservation, B से B promotion होगा देंगे, B से A तक देंगे. And after A, if somebody is promoted from one A post to another A post, there is no reservation for SC/ST OBC. So it stops at the lowest level of group A, जो भी आपका ग्रुप है. लेकिन डायरेक्ट रिक्रूटमेंट में कोई एग्जेम्पशन नहीं है. डायरेक्ट रिक्रूटमेंट किसी भी लेवल पे पोस्ट को भरेंगे तो यू विल हैव टू अप्लाई रिजर्वेशन. सेकेंडली, प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड रिजर्वेशन इज एप्लीकेबल फॉर अ गवर्नमेंट पोस्ट. दैट मींस इफ यू आर फिलिंग अप अ पोस्ट ऑन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बेसिस आल्सो यू विल हैव टू अप्लाई रिजर्वेशन. सो अगर आप कोई कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बेसिस पे पोस्ट को भर रहे हैं, लेक्चरर का पोस्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट पे भर रहे हैं या ट्रेनर का पोस्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट पे भर रहे हैं तो आपको रिजर्वेशन लगाना पड़ेगा. Some of the jobs we have outsourced in Government of India. For example, driver, cleaning staff. Now, those appointments are not on contract basis. It is outsourced. They are not Government of Goa employees at all. They are actually employees of the contractor. So there is no question of reservation. But wherever you are paying the salary, that means Government of Goa is paying the salary from the exchequer of the government, you will have to apply reservation as per this percentage. What about? 45 days.
45 days.
As per Government of India order which you are applying, any recruitment for more than 45 days, you will have to apply reservation.
So whenever a college fills contract basis posts, teaching posts, so they have to maintain a separate roster for that.
They have to maintain a separate roster for SC, ST, OBC, because in contract basis the problem is the posts are not permanent. If the posts are permanent, suppose you have a contract for only a scheme, Government of Goa has bought a scheme, for that you are recruiting people. So that scheme will be valid only for 5 years or 3 years. So after that the post is not there. So in those cases, obviously if you maintain a roster, then carry forward backlog will lose its meaning. Where the post gets lapsed after 4 years or 3 years or after 1 year of the scheme.
Here we issue associates to fill the post every year.
Okay.
So in that case, every year the roster will be changed. A new roster will have to be made.
Maintain the same roster. In contract basis, what you have to see, if you are recruiting 100 people, at least 2 should be scheduled caste, 12 should be scheduled tribe for 1 year. But reservation will have to be applied. There is no question of carry forward because the post will not be there.
The contract is of only one year.
Of 1 year, and I put it according to the person and person. Next year, I again get the contract. So now last year I had made, let us say, schedule cost was mathematics. This year, should I maintain it at mathematics or can I make it in any contract?
You see, it will all depend on if the cadre strength is below 50 or more than 50. If it is less than 50, then you don't have a choice. You will have to simply rotate. Whichever vacancy falls first, you will rotate. So we'll come to that. Try to understand. This is not very clear at this moment. So let us try to understand what I mean by going to the topic of post-based versus vacancy-based system. You see, earlier we used to apply a reservation for vacancy-based. Anyway, what are you doing till today? This is 2024 going on. Till today, what you are doing? No, this question of mathematics.
If it is contract basis, now what I do, suppose I have 15 posts.
Now, whatever you do, what is the basis for that doing? It's your own whims or it is Government of Goa orders?
I have 10 posts, let us say, of the contract. Okay, accordingly I have to separate it. So, this many will be of general. 50% general and 2 posts accordingly.
Okay. Now suppose one falls for Sanskrit and one falls for Hindi.
Yeah,
Where do you put the scheduled tribe?
that is what I am saying.
But I am saying if I have not come for the training, what are you doing now?
We put it just like that. If not, then the
So everybody would like to want the scheduled tribe in Sanskrit.
No. Actually, if you ask me, we usually see that.
It's now your personal opinion coming into the issue. So that's why let us try to understand the whole thing. You see, what we should be doing is, first of all, let us try to understand this concept of vacancy-based system versus post-based system. And then perhaps try to find a solution to your question. It may not be a perfect answer, but we will try to find a solution. But before that, some concepts have to be understood clearly. You see, earlier we used to apply a vacancy-based system. All reservation would be calculated on the vacancy arising every year. And from 1997, as I was telling you in the morning, it became post-based. In Government of Goa, you applied it from 2000. So let us now 2023, so there is no point discussing what will happen later. But from 2000 onwards, it has become post-based. Now, what is the difference between vacancy-based reservation and post-based? The word is only the difference between these two, vacancy versus post. So what used to happen earlier, let us take an example. Let us say the year 1994, there are a college, let us say an organization which has created 100 posts of data entry operator. How many posts? 100 posts of data entry operator. And they have laid down that we will fill it up 100% by direct recruitment. Whenever vacancies will arise, we will fill it up by direct recruitment. So if they have created 100 posts of direct data entry operator in the year 1994, that means we can also say at this stage that they have 100 posts of data entry operator as well as 100 vacancies of data entry operator, because all the posts are unfilled in the first year, in the year 1994. Am I clear on this statement, simple statement, that in the 1994 there are 100 posts. Since all the posts are unoccupied, there are 100 vacancies also. So you can understand the difference between the word vacancy and post. Let us take another situation. There are 100 posts of data entry operator. Suppose 90 people are working in those cadre, but 10 persons are not working. They have retired or died or not joined. So we can say we still have got 100 posts of data entry operator, but now the vacancies are only 10. So you can now understand the difference between the word post and vacancy. If a post is filled up by people, then there are no vacancies. If it is unfilled, there are vacancies again. So in 1994, when these posts were created for the first time in Goa, there were 100 posts, 100 vacancies, and as per the percentage applicable, 2% for scheduled caste, 12% for scheduled tribe and 27 for OBC, we will advertise these 100 vacancies in the newspaper. So how many we will advertise for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBC? 2 will be going to scheduled tribe, caste, 12 for scheduled tribe, 27 for OBC. So let me write it like this. Let me write like this. Scheduled caste 2, scheduled tribe 12, OBC 27. Is that okay? And whatever remains goes to unreserved, isn't it? So how many remains? 27 plus 12 is 39, plus 2 41. That means 59 goes to unreserved. Those times there was no EWS. Alright? Is that okay to everybody? So this is what I will advertise in the newspaper. Then I will undertake a direct recruitment exam, etc. and people will be joining. So let us say in 6 months or 1 year, all the 100 people have joined. If all 100 people have joined, so there will be 2 scheduled caste now out of 100 posts, 12 scheduled tribe, 27 OBCs, 59 UR, and the total will be 100 people. Yes or no? So in the beginning of year 1994, there were 100 posts, and how many vacancies were there in the beginning of the year? 100. At the end of the year, how many posts are now available? Posts are still 100. Posts are still 100. But vacancies have now become 0. Because everybody is joined. You are getting my point? Now suppose next year, this is the year 1994, and I am writing it here. The next year 1995 comes. In the year 1995, from the unreserved category, 50 people have left. Is it possible? Yes or no? Tell me something. It's possible. Highly improbable though, but nobody can say it is impossible. It is possible. So 50 people have left from the category of unreserved. So now when 50 people have left from the category of unreserved, nobody else have left, then how many posts are now available with me? Posts are still 100, but the vacancies now are 50. So now, by now, I'm sure you can understand the difference between the word post and vacancy. Vacancy is when an incumbent is not there, there is a vacancy. When an incumbent is there, there is no vacancy. So when 50 vacancies are arising in the year 1995, the Babu of the government of Goa would again divide this into SC, ST, OBC. He will not apply his mind that out of 100 posts, 12 scheduled tribe are already sitting. What he will do? He will give 12% of these 50 vacancies to scheduled tribe, thereby giving 6 to scheduled tribe. He is not checking that out of 100 we require 12 as per percentage. 12 scheduled tribe are already sitting in the cadre. He is simply applying mathematics on the number of the vacancies and being very happy doing it. इस तरह मतलब बड़ा इस तरह No, what is your question, madam? Mic, use mic, please give her mic. Give mic. No, I can't really understand. I can't even hear the question because you can hear me and you think I can also hear you. This is a. Ab boliye. I am writing everything. If anybody has a question, please ask me.
So he's correct.
If you ask me, then you will understand. If you don't ask, you will not understand.
The unreserved posts were already filled.
Which post?
Unreserved. They left. 50.
50
50
left?
of
Yeah.
them left.
Yeah.
So he's correct, no?
No, who's correct?
Whoever Babu said.
So Babu is always correct. Babus are never wrong. That is why this country is running. We don't listen to anybody. We don't do whatever we want to do. Once we get, you see, we apply all our mind before coming into job. Then we prepare everything in the world. Where is the capital of Hubli? Where is the capital of Timbuktu? Which latitude, longitude we prepare. Once we get our job, thereafter Babu relax. He doesn't apply any mind. So what Babu does? Babu says 50 vacancies have arisen. I will apply percentage on the 50 vacancies. He gives 12% of the 50 vacancies to scheduled tribe, 2% of the 50 vacancies to scheduled caste, 27% of the 50 vacancies to OBC, and whatever remains, he gives to unreserved. So how many goes to unreserved? Tell me. 30? Who said 30? You have to make a 15, and how will to 30? These are 13 plus 6, 19 plus 1, 20. So remaining 30. So who said 29? There's one fellow here who's saying 29 also. So please understand, we cannot, we have to be very careful. Okay, but that is not the point. Jokes apart. Let us keep jokes aside. Now what I have done, I am not applying my mind at all. 50 people have gone from unreserved. I am still applying reservation on the 50 vacancies. And what is happening? I will advertise this breakup in the newspaper. Thousands will apply. Then I will hold recruitment, and then people will join. So this was the breakup of 1994. And look what happened in 1995. 2 scheduled castes were sitting. 1 more has come. This has become 3. 12 scheduled tribes were sitting. 6 more have come. It has become 18. 27 OBCs were already there. I have brought 13 more. 13 or what? How many should I bring? Let us say 12 or 13. So 13 more have come. This has become what? 30, 40. And unreserved there were 9. Now I have brought 30 more. This has become 39. And ladies and gentlemen, do not forget that in this 39 also there will be some SC, ST, OBC. In fact, all 39 could be scheduled caste or scheduled tribe or OBC. Because SC, ST, OBC can come unreserved also. But a general category cannot apply against SC, ST. SC, ST can apply against unreserved. So in 1 year, I have totally messed up the percentage and it has now become in front of your eyes this. Anybody has any question to ask on what I have done, please ask me. Use the mic. On what I have done, I don't want any question on something hypothetical. What I have written on the whiteboard, if you have a question to ask on the what I have written on the whiteboard, feel free.
Sir, this is applicable only when 100 posts are filled. Suppose only
It is applicable everywhere.
50 are filled
Then also,
and if 25 are left.
a concept remains same everywhere. I have taken an example of 100 because calculations are simple. Is that okay? My friend is asking, is it applicable on 50 posts also? Yes, it's applicable on 50 posts also. So can you see what is happening now? So please see, these scheduled caste, scheduled tribe people, they have come through reservation. But these scheduled caste, scheduled tribe who have come against 39, I will not count them as SC, ST, OBC for the purpose of calculating whether SC, STs have been recruited through reservation or not. They will be written as you are. Where I will write it, how I will write it, that's a separate question. But you must get the concept first right. So, as we were discussing during the tea break, we will not apply percentage on the vacancy at all. We will see total number of posts. So, when this was being discussed in the Supreme Court asked that R.K. Sabharwal, the name was Sabharwal. So they asked Sabharwal, what is this happening? Sabharwal said, sir, whatever is happening in front of you. I am not hiding anything. I am calculating before you. So it was, three of the judges said, it is fantastic, we never understood this ever before. But two of the judges were smart, they said, Mr. Sabharwal, what happens if instead of 50 unreserved going away, 27 OBCs leave? That is also possible. Yes or no? So Sabharwal, you remember Sabharwal lost in the High Court. Sabharwal, before he convinced the Supreme Court, he went to convince the High Court and he lost it. High Court couldn't get his concept right. So he prepared very well. In fact, his wife told Sabharwal that why you are wasting money. Again, you will lose again 3-4 lakh rupees. What if you lose? So Sabharwal said, whatever you will say, I will do. If you ask me to go to Supreme Court, I will go. And if you say I need not go to Supreme Court, I will not go. So his wife actually told, this is not recorded in history, but this is very important. His wife actually told Sabharwal, Mr. Sabharwal, you first try to explain it to me. If I understand, then the judge will also understand. So Supreme Court was, when the Supreme Court asked him what happens if 27 OBC leave, this question his wife had earlier asked him already. The Supreme Court will ask you that why you are removing unreserved from the system and trying to prove your point that scheduled caste and scheduled tribe are increasing. So Sabharwal knew that such a question would come. His wife has prepared him well. So when the judge asked, he willingly said, sir, excellent question, my lord. I will take this opportunity to explain to you this position also, that from the system, 2 scheduled caste, 12 scheduled tribe, 27 OBCs and 59 unreserved. In the year 1995, 27 OBC leave the department. I will take this also. So when in 1995, 27 OBCs leave the department, how many posts are available now? Tell me. Posts are still 100. Post will always remain 100. Post will not change from year to year unless you create or abolish. What will change every year? Is the vacancy which changes every year. Last year, in the last example, we have taken 50 vacancies. In this example, the vacancies have become 27. Now the Babu is not concerned who has gone away. He is least concerned that 27 OBCs have gone away. He is now applying Same formula. He is now giving 27% of the 27 vacancies to OBC, 2% of the 27 vacancies to scheduled caste, and 12% of the 27 vacancies to scheduled tribe. Remaining he is giving to UR. So now tell me, out of 27 vacancies, how many will go to OBC? Just roughly calculate. We are not fighting over numbers here. Roughly 6 or 7 vacancies will go to OBC. That means, although the government of Goa and that department will advertise 27 vacancies, but reserve only 7 vacancies to OBC. So obviously the OBC representation will now go down. So as long as we apply the percentage on vacancies, we can never maintain the percentage required. Am I clear to you? Anybody has any question to ask, feel free. When the Supreme Court delivered a judgment that we are not concerned with vacancies, please apply your reservation on the total number of posts you have in the department. First you see how many posts are there, then decide how many scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBC should be there. Then you go forward. So the number of posts for SC, ST, OBC are fixed today, depending on the total number of posts. In this example, if it is 2024 today, in this example, there should be 2 scheduled castes, 12 scheduled tribe, 27 OBCs, 59 UR, and now onwards, whichever category would leave, that same category would come in. Suppose in the year 2025, next year, now I am writing on this side of the line, it is now post base. Suppose in the 2025, from this 100 people, 1 scheduled caste go away, 10 unreserved, and 2 scheduled tribe go away. How many posts arise? Posts are always 100. Posts will not change. Vacancies which have arisen is 13. How will I advertise these 13 vacancies in the newspaper? I will not apply my mind at all. I will advertise it exactly like this. Will I give anything to OBC? OBC को कुछ देना है? कुछ नहीं देना है. अब यहाँ पे, now please note my dear friends, I am not referring to any point in the roster. I am simply going कौन चला गया नौकरी छोड़. जो भी कैटेगरी का आदमी नौकरी छोड़ के चला गया है, उस कैटेगरी से मैं एडमिट करूंगा. लोग चिल्लाएंगे कि आपने ओबीसी को कुछ भी नहीं दिया है. 13 वैकेंसी है, you advertise and you are not given anything to OBC. 27% of these 13 should have been given to OBC. So you will simply laugh, don't react. More you react, more you enter into unnecessary argument. So whoever ask him to give it in writing. The moment a person gives in writing, he knows what a big fool he is. Asking anybody can ask. So always go for writing. Ask anybody, if you have a representation, please give it in writing. Very good question, give it in writing. Let us take one more example. Let us say in 2025, only 10 unreserved candidates leave. Nobody else goes away. What will be my advertisement in the newspaper to fill up these 10 vacancies? 10 unreserved? I will not apply my mind at all. Am I clear? You are getting the concept? Okay, let us take one more example. Suppose in 2025, nobody leaves except 2 SC. How many SCs are there in my reservation? 2. Both of them resign. How will I fill them up? No. Two SCs have gone away. If I fill up both by SC, I will be violating the 16(4)(b, which says you cannot reserve more than 50% of the vacancies of any year for SC, ST, OBC put together. So the limit of 50% is applicable, if you remember I told you, even today on every year's vacancy. In the year 2025, 2 vacancies have arisen. I will have to fill up 2, but I cannot reserve 2. If I reserve 2, I am violating the 50% rule. So I will have to advertise 1 by scheduled caste and 1 by UR. I cannot do this. I will have to do 1 by SC, 1 by UR. Yeah, UR will become 60 and scheduled caste will become 1. But I have to apply the law. I am waiting for you to understand, digest, assimilate this small concept before I move forward. Please tell me if there is any issue. That will come question. First understand what I have done. First understand the issue. That if 2 scheduled castes go away, I cannot fill both by SC. I will have to advertise 1 by UR, 1 by SC, so that I don't exceed the 50% limit imposed on every year's vacancy as per the Constitution Clause 4B of Article 16. Mic, please, mic.
How do we make the entries while making entries regarding what?
Entries to we can make, no issue. Entry is not.
We have to write something. Why?
We write something, anything.
No, but we have to write something.
First you understand what has to be done. If you don't understand, you will not be able to make entries also. What we have to do here, that is very important. Entries can be done. What is the big deal in entry? You write a thesis on this. Yeah. Anybody has any question?
Are we not violating the quota percentage allocation? We are not.
No, give the mic. Can't hear.
If this is the case, then we are not following the rule of quota of those percentage that is being allowed.
Yeah, we are.
So we are violating that.
But the Constitution says violated. People think they have been violating. There is no violation. This is actually protection of the rights of other. If I reserve both the seats for SC, what happens to the right of OBC? Is it not violated? What happens to the right of a scheduled tribe? Can a scheduled tribe apply?
They already have the quota, whatever required, they already.
But their right under clause 1 is every day available to them. In this year, any scheduled tribe who passes out from the college cannot apply.
Because they are already filled, number of both.
But what happens to his right to equal opportunity? He did not get the opportunity, somebody else got the opportunity.
But he already got opportunity.
Who? That candidate did not get. It is somebody else who got it. In the year 2025, when you are advertising the vacancies, those year scheduled tribes who are qualifying, they are not getting any opportunity. Mike.
So 2 vacancies are there. So one we are advertising for SC and other one is unreserved. So because we want to give opportunity.
Yeah.
Right?
To all
But
candidates.
what about the opportunity to be given to OBC?
OBC can apply here. You are becoming emotional.
No, not that way. Not emotional. Not emotional.
Emotional.
No,
means
because see,
reservation
this
is there.
reserve, unreserved is for anybody, no?
Yeah. So therefore,
But
I'm not saying
SC is
general.
for a particular
Yeah. So
group.
SC is getting his right.
So then OBC also should have a representation, no, there.
OBCs are already there.
Because we have 2 vacancies, so we are reserving. Right.
No, I am not getting your question.
No, my question is very simple.
Not
We
simple.
are talking about giving opportunity to.
We are not talking of philosophy, my dear friend. We are
No, no.
talking of Article 16, Clause 4b.
Exactly, sir. Exactly.
So simply follow Clause 4b. If you don't follow Clause 4b, then please advertise both for SC and wait for somebody to get a writ petition from the High Court. My arguments are very clear. If you don't want to follow and become emotional, no sir, SC, both should be for SC. Then you explain to me on file. To hold a mic and say is very simple. What will you write on the file? Because the Government of India has clearly issued instructions after issuance of 16.4b, the limit of 50% is to be applied each year vacancy. Because 16.4b says so. So do not forget, in this unreserved, anybody can apply. Scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBC, EWS. Anybody can apply. And it is possible that here also scheduled caste is selected and here also scheduled caste is selected. Both are scheduled caste selected. But the scheduled caste who is selected against SC, unreserved, will not count him as SC. It is possible that when you made it 60, the person who joined here is a scheduled caste. But the person who joined here is a scheduled caste by reservation. Here, all 60 could be scheduled caste. In the unreserved category, anybody could be from any category. I am not saying the category at all. Am I clear? Am I not clear? Now, in 2025, I will write here that my scheduled castes are only 1. And my data will show me that in the scheduled caste category, there is a shortfall by 1. How many scheduled castes I want? Why do I want 2? Why not 1? Because the total posts are 100. So shortfall is 1. Now in 2026, 2 unreserved candidates again have left from here. How many candidates have left? 2. Both have left, let us for argument's sake say, from the scheduled caste category or unreserved category. From unreserved category. Now, the common sense tells me unreserved goes away, unreserved should be filled up. But I am checking my data. What does my data tell me? There is a shortfall by scheduled caste. So immediately out of 2 unreserved vacancies, I will immediately reserve 1 for scheduled caste and 1 for UR. Immediately out of this, I will make reservation, 1 for scheduled caste, 1 for UR. Why for scheduled caste? Not backlog. Shortfall. Backlog is a separate term. Backlog means I have advertised my vacancy, I could not get a candidate. Last year I did not advertise 2 vacancies for SC, I advertised only 1. So that was a shortfall. In fact, shortfall arose because of 50% limit. So my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, please see once again. This example, please first assimilate in your system. Because the biggest conceptual difficulty comes here, that if 2 SC goes away, I should fill up both by SC. In every year, the limit of 50% is applicable on current year vacancy. Only thing is, if there is a backlog vacancy, of the previous year, then that backlog vacancy will not be counted in that 50% limit. In this example, there is no backlog vacancy I have taken. So the moment I advertise in 2026, one for scheduled caste and one for UR, in 2026, this will again become 2 for scheduled caste, 12 for scheduled tribe, 27 OBCs and 59 UR. Kindly see, this simple example I have taken, we can complicate it. But first let us understand simple example. Is that okay? Are you clear with this? On the example that I have taken. Alright? Any question? Yes, ma'am. Mike.
If two ST posts are becoming vacant for that particular year,
Same thing.
no, when I'm advertising, will it be one ST, one UR, or it should be reference to the unfilled SC and then UR? I have one SC backlog,
There is no backlog here.
shortfall, sorry.
So next year 2 STs are going away.
Yes, sir.
So we can only reserve 1 out of 2 for some category.
Some category.
So we will give it to SC first because last year there is one going on.
So one category with shortfall comes first, we have to go by that first, and then we have to go by the next.
It is also possible there is a shortfall in SC by 1, there is a shortfall in ST also by 1. Both are possible. So we will give whichever shortfall is previous, we will give it to first.
Sir, another question.
Mike.
Two unreserved category posts, they have left. Now already I have one SC and one ST vacancy to be filled. So in that case,
Shortfall to be filled.
Yeah, shortfall to be
So
filled.
we will give it to that shortfall which is larger in terms of percentage. For example, you require 2 scheduled caste out of 100. Only one SC is there. There is a shortfall of 50% by scheduled caste. Whereas 12 scheduled tribe are required, 11 are there. The percentage shortfall in scheduled tribe is less. So we will give it more to the SC first. In
And
terms
plus
of
one
percentage.
unreserved.
Obviously, one we will have to keep unreserved. One we will have to keep unreserved. Now you must be wondering where this then backlog issue comes.
Sir, I had another question. With respect to, say, suppose now you are talking about 2 posts. Say we talk about 1 post, maybe one SC is vacant. So now naturally, because 50% you will have to advertise that as UR. So this happens for the next 5 years, 1. So for the next 5 years, we have only 5 URs which are being taken because there is only 1 post which is vacant. So from SC it is gone to 0. So then of this from OBC because 2 have left from SC, 3 have gone from ST. So each year, no matter what, it is going to be just UR, right, sir?
Yeah. Every year one vacancy comes, isn't it?
Yes.
This is what you are saying, huh?
Yes,
This
because
is the
because we
question.
are talking about 2 right now. I'm just asking with respect to 1.
You're saying that one is
And
one
what happens for the
vacancy.
next 5 years? 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I got your point. So what we will do is, you have the brochure. Just take out the brochure because in any case you are seeing the brochure for the last time. Nobody reads the brochure. We normally distribute the brochure for people to eat lunch, but you can read it one last time today. Come to page number 17. Where is your brochure? It's there inside your folder. For God's sake, open it at least once in your lifetime and come to page number 17. No problem. You are not an exception. Every person does it. So, yeah. So come to page 17. Have you come to page 17? Now please read page para 2.17. Use the mic. Keep it in front of your mouth. Read it, don't worry, read it.
In cases where only one vacancy occurs,
No, first read the heading. Whenever you want to read something, read the subject first.
a reservation in case of a single vacancy.
Yeah.
In cases where only one vacancy occurs in the initial recruitment year, and if, according to the scheme of reservation, is reserved for scheduled caste or scheduled tribe or OBC, it should be treated as unreserved and filled accordingly, and the reservation should be carried forward to subsequent recruitment year. In the subsequent recruitment year, even if there is only one vacancy,
Read this line 4 times. Read it, please read it.
in cases where only one vacancy occurs in the initial recruitment year,
No. In the subsequent recruitment year.
okay, in the subsequent recruitment year, even if there is only one vacancy,
Now read this portion 4 times I am saying.
even if there is only one vacancy,
You don't have to put some emotion into it. Even if there is one vacancy, it should be treated as,
it should be treated as reserved.
hold on, take deep breath inside. Even if it is one vacancy next year, you will have to treat it as reserved. You don't have to treat it as unreserved. And carry on now, read again. Should be treated as reserved against the carry forward reservation from the initial recruitment year, and a scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBC candidate, if available, should be appointed in that vacancy, although it may happen to be the only vacancy in that recruitment. This provision applies to direct recruitment as well as promotion. Am I clear? So does that answer your question? 5 साल तक अगर एक ही एक वैकेंसी आएगा तो पहली बार सिर्फ वो अनरिजर्व ट्रीट होगा, अगली बार से इट विल बी ट्रीटेड एज रिजर्व. But this is applicable, my dear friends, only for one vacancy. This is not applicable for 2 vacancies. And normally this situation will arise in small cadres.
So could you explain this with an example so that everyone is understands?
The example has been given here.
Sir, but this is without full stop, this is
Where I come to duster? Duster. देखिए, thanks sir, thanks. देखिए, let us take this example. In 2025, out of 2 scheduled caste, 1 scheduled caste leave. Nobody else goes away. So you will have to advertise it for your. In 2026, only 1 unreserved leave from here. It will be treated as SC, although it is the only vacancy of that year. So in case of single vacancy, the answer has been given. Is that okay now? I think I am not creating any confusion. I am exactly answering your question, what you are asking. So in case of single vacancy, government knew about it, because in single vacancies what happens in small cadres, total post 8 or 9 or 5 or 6, there's thousands of such cadres in government. So their vacancies will arise single only. Not only single, it will arise after 1 or 2 years, maybe 3 years. In those cadres, single vacancies arise, and they also very infrequently. 1 vacancy today, 1 vacancy after 3 years, then another 1 vacancy. In fact, people in promotion such cadres, people actually rejoice death. If somebody dies, they मर गया. I'll get promotion now. क्यों उसमें वैकेंसी आता ही नहीं. वैकेंसी आएगा तो वो घर बोलेगा यार मर गया, शेवर का मर गया. तो वैकेंसी आएगा तो क्या मिलेगा उसको? प्रमोशन मिलेगा. अगर उसमें सिंगल वैकेंसी आ रहा है, हर बार हम 50% रूल लगा दें, तो अनरिजर्व को कभी प्रमोशन मिलेगा ही नहीं. Am I clear? But kindly note my dear friend, ये भी देख लीजिए, अभी इस पे हम बाद में बात करेंगे, लेकिन इस स्टेज पे देख लीजिए. If I am not any causing, पहले साल आपने एससी पे आया, आपने यूआर से भरा, अगले साल यूआर आया, आपने एससी से भरा. ठीक है, एससी से ही भरना है. लेकिन ये वाला देखिए, जब आपने पहले साल एससी का आया, आपने यूआर से एडवर्टाइज करा या प्रमोशन में भरा, इस यूआर पे एससी आ सकता है. लोग इस बात को भूल जाते हैं, इमोशनल हो जाते हैं. यूआर पे एससी आ सकता है, एसटी आ सकता है, कोई भी आ सकता है. लोग क्या सोचते हैं, जैसे यूआर का बात आता है वो आंख बंद कर लेते हैं, वो सोचते हैं जनरल का बात हो रहा है. इसीलिए सुप्रीम कोर्ट और कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ने लिमिट लगाया 50% वाला, कि यूआर पे कोई, एवरीबडी इज राइट सबसिस्ट. लेकिन the moment you block more than 50% only for a reserved category, other than reserved category, बाकी लोगों का राइट खत्म होगा. Okay, so can I move forward? तो अब देखिए कि क्या कर रहा हूं मैं, बार बार डस्टर कहां चले जा रहा है. सर आप बैठिए, आप बैठिए. हाँ, माइक दीजिए.
Before you move forward,
Please,
one
please.
question about this vacancies. We go to that post base.
Yeah.
In a organization, if there are various departments.
Every department you have to maintain its own rosters.
Because when we talk about colleges, there are many departments.
So lecturers, all department lecturers, there should be one.
So should we talk about cadre or is it department wise?
No, cadre. Lecturer, all one.
So it could be mathematics and Hindi and
All
Sanskrit.
combined together.
So it is all combined together.
Okay.
So, but then there is one problem. If there are two vacancies which arise, let us suppose say
One mathematics lecturer
one
retires.
SC category and one Marathi teacher who retires in UR. Now next year when I am advertising those posts, now SC can be made Marathi and the other category.
That decision will have to be taken by the head of the department. Otherwise, once a scheduled tribe comes in Marathi, every time a scheduled tribe will always come in Marathi.
But it is not wrong to swap these positions.
It is not wrong, but the head of the department will have to sit down and distribute equally every year. He cannot put every time Marathi scheduled tribe. Now, before we move forward, let us come to this. This is very important now. Let us say you don't have 100 posts. Let us say you have only 50 posts. So if you have only 50 posts, now tell me how many scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBC you should have. Because the post will keep on varying. You don't know how many posts you have. So if there are, instead of 100 posts, it is 50 posts. Reservation is post based. So there should be 1 scheduled caste, 6 scheduled tribe, 13 or 14 or 12. So remember, you will calculate 27% of 50 for OBCs. Any fraction you get will be ignored. Even if it is 0.9, fraction will be ignored. So when we calculate 27% of 50, how much we get? 30. 13 point something will be ignored, 13 will be given to OBC, remaining will go to UI. Am I clear on this point? So please remember, whenever you are calculating, instead of 50 posts, you could have 55 posts. You could have 60 posts. Any fraction that you get will be ignored and you will give exactly the whole number which comes for that category. Yeah. If suppose instead of 50 posts you have, let us say 53 posts. Let us take 53. What is the big problem? Now tell me now, what is the, how many should go to scheduled tribe? Same? No, scheduled tribe. 6. Same 6. Yes? Now instead of 53 posts, let us say there are, let us say now there are 55 posts. How many should go to scheduled tribe? 6.6. You are not calculating. 6.6, it will again be 6. Instead of 55 posts, it is 57 posts. Still 6 will go to scheduled tribe. So any kind of fraction which comes will have to be ignored. Am I clear on this or not clear? Okay. Now you see there is a special problem coming up. We don't have 50 posts. We have only 49 posts. So what will be, how many SC, ST, OBC should be there? So applying the concept of post-based and the way we learn that fractions will be ignored, you will find that scheduled caste is not getting any post. Scheduled caste will become 0. So the number 50 is the benchmark or the dividing line below which, if there are any cadre which is below 50, we are unable to give any reservation to scheduled caste in Goa. If you cannot understand with 49, let us take an extreme case. You have a college with only 2 lecturers, only 2 posts of lecturer. So how will you give reservation to SC, ST, OBC? Forget about SC, ST, OBC, scheduled tribe. How will you give them? Tell me, whatever method you tell me is actually the method of the government. If you take 2 UR, then in that cadre never will the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBC will come. Number of posts never increases in government, not number of posts. This is not Adani's business. You can recruit anybody. The number of posts are fixed by the government. There are 2 posts only. And if you recruit unreserved in 2 posts, you will never get SC, ST in the 2 cadre. So tell me, what will you do? What should we do? I make you the Prime Minister of the country. Which category? Whichever like, if you say this, you make a policy like this, whichever like, there will be litigation. So the rest of the percentage never get reservation. Then what about reservation, madam? You have to provide reservation, na? That means you are saying if we have 2 posts, we will never make reservation. Fine. So that is the policy of this Prime Minister. Fine. This is how we make policy. Whoever understands whatever he makes a policy like that. Now let us try to understand. We have, let us say, 50 people sitting in this room. We have a tea break. We go outside for a tea break. And we find that there are only 2 cups. So how do we drink tea? Is there any other way to drink tea? If you want to give tea, serve tea to everybody, the only way to give tea is to follow rotation. That is exactly what we will do in reservation. If we have only 2 posts, we will give reservation to every category, but by rotation. So first time maybe we will recruit 2 unreserved. Whenever those 2 persons goes away, we will give 1 to OBC. Then he goes away, we will fill to scheduled tribe. So the concept of rotation is not alien to a government servant. You have a night duty roster. Do you have or not? Somebody, clerk is put on duty every night in the registry. So how do you put people on duty there? On rotation basis. First you will do, next Saturday you will go, thereafter you will go. So if I have got only 2 posts of data entry operator in the government of Goa, the only way I can give reservation is not by following post-based system. Because to follow post-based system, I must have posts. To make everybody drink tea, I must have 50 cups outside. If there are 50 cups outside, we can go and drink tea and come back. But if there are only 2 cups, we will have to follow some kind of rotation system, either ladies first or alphabetical, because we will have to have a policy. If you don't have a policy, people will fight outside. They will say, first I will drink tea, I am senior. So either we say we will drink tea as per seniority, or we decide that okay, old people will drink tea last because they have already drunk tea in their life many times. Or we will have to formulate some kind of a policy. Alphabetical something. So government has come out with the policy. Policy is very simple. If you have only 2 posts, you will make a reservation roster of 100 points. Posts are only 2, but we follow a rotation cycle of 100 points. First we will give to UR, second we will give it to UR, third we will give it to UR, fourth we will give it to OBC, then to UR, then to UR, then to maybe somewhere here scheduled tribe, like this. And how this will come? It is very simple. As per the percentage for each category, you will calculate and give it to them. But kindly note, my dear friends, instead of 2 posts, you have 200 posts in the same department. Then you will not do this rotational system, madam. Instead of 2, now take another extreme. You have 200 posts of lecturer in that college. Then you will not follow rotational system. Rotation you are following because there are only 2 posts, or 3 posts, or 4 posts, or below 50 posts. 50 is that point. Why 50? Because the moment the number of posts are below 50, you are unable to give anything to scheduled caste. That is the lowest percentage in Goa. So, please understand, when we have only 2 posts or 3 posts or 4 posts, how we are giving reservation, how we are calculating, what is the policy? Policy is very, very simple. We will write serial number here. We will write the percentage for each category. OBC 27%, scheduled tribe 12%, scheduled caste 2%. Okay, you can also write EWS here, no problem. EWS 10%, and then calculate their entitlement. Alright? Now you have only 1 post or 2 posts, 3 posts, so there will be a fight. Who should get it? As my friend is saying, give to sir one UR, 1 SC. I said which, then he said whose percentage is more. This kind of ideas being generated. So government said we will simply calculate by the percentage by the post. So if there is only 1 post, we are calculating that for 1 post multiplied by 27%, 0.27, What will I get? I'll get 0.27. If there is only one post, what is the entitlement of scheduled tribe? It is 0.12. So I get 1. If there is only one post, then what is the entitlement of scheduled caste? 0.0. For EWS, if there is only one post, what is the entitlement? Star 0.10. So you see, for one post, there are 4 claimants: OBC, scheduled tribe, scheduled caste, EWS. There are totally 4 claimants. You have only one chocolate, and there are 4 claimants, and their share is decided. You already know their share, their entitlement. So who gets the chocolate? Nobody gets the chocolate, because nobody's claim is full. So we give the chocolate to whom? We give the chocolate to, so we write in this column, entitled. Who is entitled to it? Nobody is entitled to it. It is unreserved. That means whichever category scores the highest marks, he gets the chocolate. जिसके भी नंबर ज्यादा आ जाएंगे एग्जाम में, ये चॉकलेट उसका है. किसी के लिए हमने चॉकलेट रिजर्व नहीं करा, बिकॉज नोबडी इज गेटिंग एंटाइटलमेंट. परसेंटेज से एंटाइटलमेंट निकल गई. अब आपके पास 2 चॉकलेट है, तो दूसरा चॉकलेट किसको मिलना चाहिए? टू का 27% कितना होगा? 2 का 27%. यार इतना टाइम थोड़ा लगता है. बिल गेट्स ने देखी कितना आसान कर दिया हमारे काम. उसे पता था इंडिया में रिजर्वेशन लगेगा. दूसरा चॉकलेट किसको मिलेगा? ओबीसी का शेयर बना? कहां बना? हम तो दूसरे की बात कर रहे हैं ना सर. हम तो दूसरे चॉकलेट का पढ़ रहे हैं. नहीं बना. दूसरा चॉकलेट का भी एंटाइटलमेंट किसका बनेगा? तो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ गोवा ने क्या किया है? गवर्नमेंट ऑफ गोवा ने ये वाला पॉइंट भी यूआर को दे दिया. 3 चॉकलेट आ गया आपके पास. ओबीसी बोल रहा है मुझे दे दो. शेड्यूल कास्ट कह रहा है मैं पीऊंगा चाय पहले. शेड्यूल ट्राइब कह रहा है मैं पीऊंगा. कौन पिएगा चाय? यूआर पिएगा, जो भी धक्का मार के पहले पहुंचे. धक्का कौन मारेगा आगे? ये सबसे ज्यादा स्ट्रेंथ होगा उस चाय. तो गवर्नमेंट में धक्का मारने का सिस्टम बना रखा है. एग्जाम दो, नंबर लाओ, आगे बढ़ो. सो आप किसको दे देंगे? ये यूआर. अब चौथा चॉकलेट भी आ गया है. अब सब कह रहे हैं मुझे दे दो. शेड्यूल कास्ट कह रहा है मैं इतनी देर से वेट कर रहा हूं, मुझे तो दो. शेड्यूल ट्राइब कह रहा है मैं भी वेट कर रहा हूं, मुझे पीना पड़ेगा चाय. लेकिन चाय वाला क्या बोलेगा? सर हमें कुछ नहीं पता. अब ओबीसी का नंबर है, लाइन में कहीं भी ओबीसी पहले आए वो आ जाए चाय पीने. उससे पहले कौन लगा हुआ है लाइन में, कब से मर रहा है, खड़ा हुआ है, रुमाल डाल के, लकड़ी रख के, पत्थर रख के, कोई चक्कर नहीं. किसका नंबर आ गया? ओबीसी का नंबर आ गया. तो द 4th पॉइंट गोज टू ओबीसी. दिस इज द पॉलिसी विच द गवर्नमेंट हैज कम आउट विद. कोई झगड़ा आपस में नहीं होगा. अपना नंबर कैलकुलेट करो और पॉइंट बना. 5th पॉइंट किसको आएगा? यूआर को। 6th पॉइंट किसको आएगा? 7th, 8th। अब देखिए ओबीसी का वहां पे 2.16 हो गया है, तो दोबारा से ओबीसी को मिल जाएगा एक। शेड्यूल का शेड्यूल ट्राइब चिल्लाता रह जाएगा, मुझे नहीं मिल रहा, मुझे नहीं मिल रहा। लेकिन जिसको चिल्लाना चिल्लाए। मैथमेटिक्स क्या बता रहा है, किसको जाना चाहिए? ओबीसी। तो एक बार दोबारा यहां पे आइए, इस एग्जांपल को देखिए। अगर आप ये बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट समझ जाएंगे तो समझ में आ जाएगा। आपके पास पोस्ट कितना है? सिर्फ 2 पोस्ट है। तो पहली 2 बार रिक्रूटमेंट कैसे करेंगे आप? उसके में से कोई भी नौकरी छोड़ के चला जाएगा, किससे भरेंगे? यूआर से। फिर कोई नौकरी छोड़ के चला जाएगा ओबीसी से। यार यूआर कहां से आ गया? चौथा पॉइंट पे ओबीसी आ रहा है, क्या बात कर रहे हो तुम? दिख तो रहा है साफ साफ। वैसे आपकी गलती नहीं है, 3:30 4 के बाद लोग ऐसे ही बोलते हैं, उन्हें पता नहीं होता क्या बोल रहे हैं। हमने अक्सर ये पाया, मैंने 20 साल में 3 3:30 पाएगा तो पता नहीं होता, उसका नाम भी पूछेगा तो वो कहेगा 4 चॉइस दो, पता नहीं और क्या पूछ रहा है वो, तो ये पूछ लेता वो। तो चौथा वैकेंसी आएगा, किसको जाएगा? ओबीसी। पोस्ट कितने हैं आपके पास? ये मत भूलिए, पोस्ट आपके पास 2 ही है। अगर 200 पोस्ट होते आपके पास तो ये थोड़ी ना कहानी कर रहे होते आप। You would have simply calculated out of 254 will go to OBC, 4 will go to scheduled caste, 24 will go to scheduled tribe. You would not have followed this system. अगर हमारे पास बाहर 50 कप हो या 50 से ज्यादा कप हो तो थोड़ी ना हम ये सब करेंगे। हम बाहर जाएंगे, कप उठाएंगे, चाय पिएंगे। ये रोटेशन सिस्टम हमें क्यों करना पड़ रहा है? बोलिए। पोस्ट ही नहीं है हमारे पास। That is why we are following rotation system. And government of Goa has calculated these points for you and circulated to all departments. मेघना शेदगांवकर को आप जानते होंगे। She has done this work very beautifully. She circulated it to all. So you are in case when the cadre strength is the cadre strength is less than, very good. In the case cadre strength is less than 50, that means 2 to 49. Remember, one single post, no reservation is applicable. So cadre strength is 2 to 49. You don't apply that post-wise reservation. You apply this vacancy-based system, rotation system. But the number of points are 100. Schedule caste का number कब आएगा? वेरी गुड, एक्सीलेंट। ऐसे करते 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 शेड्यूल कास्ट का तो नंबर आएगा ही नहीं। ही विल गेट एट 50 पॉइंट, 50 पॉइंट में जाकर उसका नंबर आएगा शेड्यूल कास्ट। वाई 50 में क्यों आ रहा है? परसेंटेज ही 2 है, मैं क्या करूं? और ओबीसी को मिलता चला जा रहा है। क्यों मिल रहा है ओबीसी को? परसेंटेज 27 है। Am I clear? Is it clear to anybody? Any doubt on this basic system of reservation for 2 to 49 and 50 and more? So before we break, I'll just like to show. ये point सारा बताने का जरूरत तो नहीं है ना? ये सारा point जो है कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं ना आप, उसमें मुश्किल है ही नहीं। कर लेते हैं, थोड़ा कर लेते हैं। अगला बताइए किसको जाएगा? जल्दी बताइए। यू आर, फिर वेरी गुड, फिर एसटी, फिर ईडब्ल्यूएस, फिर बोलिए यू आर या ओबीसी? यू आर, फिर ओबीसी, फिर देन जल्दी बताइए। एसटी, वेरी गुड। वेरी गुड, यू आर मर गए, ओबीसी। समझ में आ रहा? कुछ भी नहीं है इसमें, हैं? 20th नहीं, 20th ओबीसी कैसे आ रहा है? मैडम यहाँ देखो ना, आप कहाँ पे आ रहा है? ओबीसी तो उसमें जा रहा है, 19 पे जा रहा है। आपको दिख रहा है, आप पता नहीं क्या कह रहे हो। आपको देखो ना, 19 जा रहा है ओबीसी पे, 19 इज गोइंग टू ओबीसी। मैथमेटिक्स सही होता है, वो तो दिमाग लगाना ही नहीं है, ठीक है ना? तो जब ये सब कुछ हो जाएगा तो आपको क्या करना है, अपने रोस्टर में ये कैलकुलेशन नहीं चाहिए आपको, यू डोंट रिक्वायर दिस कैलकुलेशन, इसको हाइड कर देंगे और दिस बिकम्स योर रोस्टर। रोस्टर का मतलब ही क्या है? व्हाट रोस्टर गिव्स एन इंडिकेशन ऑफ रोटेशन, नाइट ड्यूटी रोस्टर, फलाना रोस्टर, दिस रोस्टर, so it's a kind of a rotation, you follow this rotation system. And why you are following rotation system? Because you don't have posts. अगर पोस्ट होता तो आप रोटेट ही करते, एक बार में कैलकुलेट करते, उतने एससी एसटी ओबीसी ले लेते। सो गोवा के सिस्टम में वी हैव टू काइंड्स ऑफ सिस्टम, वन इज कार्डर स्ट्रेंथ 2 to 49 and one is 50 and above. This is the Goa percentage, ये है गोवा का परसेंटेज। कौन सा म्यूजिक चल रहा है यहाँ? मैच चल रहा है कि डांस हो रहा है? तो मैच के साथ म्यूजिक का क्या कनेक्शन है? कुछ भी कर लो इस कंट्री, कोई मतलब नहीं। अच्छा ही हॉस्पिटल नहीं है, मतलब हॉस्पिटल के सामने भी पेशेंट हिल रहे होते हैं। आप सोचिए, कुछ भी कर लो इस कंट्री में। Now this is the percentage. Now based on this percentage, we have two kinds of systems. We have registers for more or equal to 50 posts and rosters for less than 50 posts. But kindly read that 2 to 49. Less than 50 को आप 2 to 49%, क्योंकि one post पे reservation नहीं है। If you have only one post, you don't have to maintain any reservation roster. ठीक है? Am I clear? Now, my dear friends, kindly note, more than 50 or more, we are not even calling it rosters, we are calling it registers. Because rosters का क्या मतलब है? Rotation. Registers are replacement. Roster का मतलब है हम जो आदमी जाएगा हम उसके अगले पॉइंट से भरेंगे। रजिस्टर का मतलब है जिस कैटेगरी का आदमी जाएगा उस कैटेगरी से लाएंगे, सब्जेक्ट टू 50%। आई एम श्योर आपको समझ में आ रहा होगा। आप हम और एक्सरसाइज करेंगे बिल्कुल क्लियर हो जाएगा, लेकिन ये कॉन्सेप्ट्स में जानबूझ के टाइम लगा रहा हूँ कि जितना आप सोचेंगे, आपस में बात करेंगे, आज क्लास भी खत्म हो जाएगा तो एक दूसरे से बात करेंगे कि यार ये बोला था उस आदमी ने, समझ में तो आया नहीं क्या बोल रहा था, तो आपको समझ में आ जाएगा। जैसे आप बताने जाएंगे ना किसी को, आपको क्लैरिटी आ जाएगी। ठीक है? अब देखिए इसका फॉर्मेट कैसे लिखना है। आप पूछे थे ना कैसे लिखना है, लिखना इज नॉट एन इश्यू, वो तो हम सीख ही लेंगे। लिखने का मतलब अगर हमें समझ में आ गया करना, लिखने का तरीका मिल ही जाएगा। तो रजिस्टर रोस्टर दोनों का फॉर्मेट दे रखा है। रजिस्टर का फॉर्मेट ये है, देखिए उस एग्जांपल को देखिए। मान लीजिए आपके पास डेटा एंट्री ऑपरेटर 200 पोस्ट है, 200 लोग काम कर रहे हैं आपके ऑफिस में, तो आप क्या करेंगे, एक रजिस्टर बनाएंगे, उसमें यहां 1 to 200 लिख लेंगे। ध्यान से सुनिएगा मेरे बात, हम बहुत लेट हैं, थक गए हैं, आप थक गए, मैं भी थक गया हूं, बट लेट अस ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस इज अ वेरी क्रूशियल टाइम फॉर आवर अंडरस्टैंडिंग। अगर आपने अभी हाल छोड़ दिया, आप उसका यार कल समझेंगे, कोई बात नहीं यार, बाद में समझ लेंगे, तो नहीं समझ में आएगा। तो अगर आपके पास एग्जांपल ले लेते हैं कि डेटा एंट्री ऑपरेटर में आपका 50 पोस्ट हैं, 200 लंबा है, 50 सोच लीजिए। तो आप क्या करेंगे, यहाँ 1 to 50 लिख लेंगे और 50 लोगों के नाम लिखना शुरू कर देंगे कॉलम नंबर 2 में। कितने लोगों के नाम लिखेंगे और कैसे लिखेंगे, किसका नाम पहले लिखेंगे? नहीं, सीनियरिटी कुछ लिखा है ऊपर, कहीं है सीनियरिटी? जिसका अपॉइंटमेंट पहले हुआ होगा उसका नाम लिख लो। मान लो आपने यहां पे लिख लिया सबसे पहला नाम एंटोनी गोंसाल्वेज। डेट ऑफ अपॉइंटमेंट ये कौन सा पोस्ट का, किसी पोस्ट का तो नाम बताइए, पोस्ट का नाम क्या है? डेटा एंट्री। सबसे पहला डेट इसमें आया था, कौन आया था? एंटोनी गोंसाल्वेज, उसका नाम लिख लिया आपने। अब कॉलम नंबर 4 पे क्या लिखना है? क्या लिखा हुआ वहां पढ़िए, लिखा क्या हुआ है वहां पे? लिखा हुआ है ही बिलोंग्स टू विच कैटेगरी। तो या तो एससी होगा, या एसटी होगा, ओबीसी होगा, ईडब्ल्यूएस हो, चारों में से कोई एक हो, वरना क्या होगा, जनरल होगा। तो नहीं लिखा हुआ वहां, देखिए वेदर बिलोंग्स टू एससी, एसटी, ओबीसी, जनरल। अब इसमें ईडब्ल्यूएस और ऐड करें तो एंटोनी गोंसाल्वेज क्या है? नहीं नहीं, एनीथिंग मत बोलिए, एससी नहीं हो सकता, एनीथिंग नहीं हो सकता। ये जवाब फिसल गई आपकी लंच के ऊपर। नॉर्मली होता है अलर्ट, नहीं ना अलर्ट। अगर अलर्ट से ये क्वेश्चन में सुबह पूछता तो सही बताते। 3:30 बजे आपने थोड़ा बहुत ठीक बताया, 5:30 तक तो आप पता नहीं कुछ ही बताओगे। पाकिस्तानी टीम के क्रिकेट कैप्टन का नाम बता दोगे। तो एंटोनी गोंसाल्वेज, लेट अस से एंटोनी गोंसाल्वेज इज शेड्यूल्ड ट्राइब। तो कॉलम नंबर 4 पे हम क्या लिख देंगे? एसटी। अब कॉलम 5 क्या लिखेंगे? देखिए ये डिपेंड करता है कि एंटोनी गोंसाल्वेज जब रिक्रूट हुआ था तो वो यूआर वैकेंसी के खिलाफ रिक्रूट हुआ था या ही अप्लाइड फॉर शेड्यूल्ड ट्राइब वैकेंसी, गॉट सिलेक्टेड एज शेड्यूल्ड ट्राइब वैकेंसी। आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट और नॉट? प्लीज आस्क मी क्वेश्चंस। देखिए दो बातें होंगी क्वेश्चन पूछने से। अब कोई भी क्वेश्चन पूछे उससे एक होगा कि कम से कम आपका समझ में आपको नहीं आया, 2-4 लोगों और वो समझ में आ जाएगा, और दूसरा जो नींद आ रही है ना वो चली जाएगी। जब क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे तो कुछ सोचना पड़ेगा आपको, नींद भी चली जाएगी। तो ये दो फायदे हैं क्वेश्चन के। तो एंटोनी गोंसाल्वेज शेड्यूल्ड ट्राइब है, लेकिन कॉलम 5 में वो शेड्यूल्ड ट्राइब है या नहीं, ये इस बात पे डिपेंड करेगा कि वो कैसे रिक्रूट हुआ। अब यू कैन नाउ अंडरस्टैंड द मैडम जो क्वेश्चन पूछ रही थी। अगर इन्होंने डेटा ही कलेक्ट नहीं किया वो शेड्यूल ट्राइब है क्या है, तो वो यहां क्या भरेंगी फिर? ये कह रहे हैं वो अप्लाई करता है, हम ले लेते हैं उसको। भाई आपने उसको ले लिया पीडब्ल्यूडी कैंडिडेट को, अगर वो पीडब्ल्यूडी कैंडिडेट है तो आपको यहाँ ये कॉलम तो भरना ही पड़ेगा। तो अगर वो शेड्यूल ट्राइब है और अनरिजर्व्ड वैकेंसी पे आया है तो आपका कॉलम नंबर 4 का डेटा तो पूरा ही नहीं होगा कभी। कॉलम का 4 का डेटा तभी पूरा हो सकता है जब कोई कैंडिडेट अप्लाई करे तो तभी वो बताए वो एससी, एसटी, ओबीसी क्या है। Am I clear? उसके बाद एंटोनी गोंसाल्वेज, हाँ उसके बाद आप यहाँ सिग्नेचर कराएंगे। जो भी आपके ऑफिस में सबसे जूनियर आदमी है जिसका ट्रांसफर कभी भी आप कर सकते हैं दूर दूर, उसको बोलो सिग्नेचर करें, तो वो सिग्नेचर करेगा। वैसे लिखा क्या हुआ है? अपॉइंटिंग अथॉरिटी और एन ऑथराइज्ड ऑफिसर। तो अपॉइंटिंग अथॉरिटी कभी भी सिग्नेचर नहीं करता है। रिजर्वेशन देख के सबकी जान निकल जाती है। रोस्टर वरना ध्यान रखना, ये रोस्टर नहीं करेंगे आप, हम नहीं करेंगे, आप करो, तो वो किसी को ऑथराइज कर देगा। सबसे जो भी जिसको भी ऑथराइज करेगा वो सिग्नेचर कर देगा। इसके बाद का कॉलम क्या है? रिमार्क्स। रिमार्क्स में आप कुछ भी लिख सकते हैं। नॉर्मली मैं लोगों को बताता हूँ फाइल नंबर जरूर लिखो। जिस फाइल में रिक्रूटमेंट हुआ होगा उसका नंबर लिख लो। कल को कोई डाउट आया कि ये शेड्यूल ट्राइब वाले रिजर्वेशन पे आया था या अनरिजर्व्ड पे आया था, किस पे सिलेक्ट हुआ था, तो एटलीस्ट फाइल देख के आप बता सकते। I am stopping here and asking you question. That would you like to ask me any question? इस तरह से अगला नाम लिखेंगे, इसके बाद किसका नाम लिखेंगे, इसके बाद जिसका अपॉइंटमेंट हुआ था। इस तरह से कितने नाम लिखेंगे हम, 50। जब हम 50 नाम लिख देंगे, उसके बाद नॉर्मली हम एक चीज रजिस्टर के लास्ट में 10-12 पेज छोड़ देते हैं। वहां पे हम नॉर्मली हम लोग क्या करते हैं, टैली शीट बनाते हैं। दैट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट। अगर मैं आपको दिखा, हाँ, टैली हम लोग क्या करते हैं, लास्ट में रजिस्टर के लास्ट में एक टैली बनाते हैं। वो टैली कुछ ऐसा दिखता है। सो टैली लुक्स लाइक दिस। सो वी प्रिपेयर टैली फॉर data entry operator for the year 2024 with total number of post कितना है इस साल हमारे पास, 50। तो ये लिख देते हैं यहाँ पे। This will show me that there are 50 posts in the year 2024, and then I start writing the data that you are seeing. Number of posts reserved in the cadre for scheduled caste कितना है बताइए, 1। शेड्यूल ट्राइब के लिए कितना पोस्ट रिजर्व्ड है, से। ओबीसी के लिए 30। अब नाउ यू स्टार्ट राइटिंग एक्चुअल रिप्रेजेंटेशन। ये जो एक्चुअल रिप्रेजेंटेशन हम लिखेंगे, पहला वाला रो क्या बता रहा है हमको, पहला रो इज व्हाट इट इज टेलिंग अस। पहला रो बहुत बढ़िया, पहला रो बता रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है। पहला रो सिर्फ ये बता रहा है 50 में से चाहिए कितने। अगर आपको इस बात की क्लैरिटी अपने दिमाग में नहीं है तो रिजर्वेशन नहीं बना सकते आप कभी। 50 में से कितने चाहिए मुझे शेड्यूल कास्ट, 1। अब वो 1 है या नहीं, ये मैं कैसे निकालूंगा, कौन से कॉलम से पता करूंगा। मेरे पास शेड्यूल कास्ट चाहिए एक है, एक या नहीं, ये कौन से कॉलम से देखूंगा हैं, बोलिए फिर से। So I will not check it from column 4. I will check it from column 5. अगर मैंने column 4 से चेक करा तो मुझे ऐसे कई शेड्यूल कास्ट मिलेंगे जो अनरिजर्व वैकेंसी पाए होंगे, उनको थोड़ी ना मैं रिजर्व गिन सकता हूं। Are you getting? Anthony Gonsalves was a scheduled tribe, but in the column 5 he was UR. So if I calculate Anthony Gonsalves as a scheduled tribe, मेरे को लगेगा मेरे डेटा में शेड्यूल ट्राइब एक्स्ट्रा है। मुझे तो शेड्यूल कास्ट उसी को गिनना है जो कॉलम 5 में एससी है, ये कॉलम 5 में एसटी है, ये कॉलम 5 में ओबीसी है। कॉलम 4 में वो क्या है ये थोड़ा ना गिनना है मुझे। तो आई विल चेक फ्रॉम कॉलम 5। कॉलम 5 में मुझे पता लगेगा कि मेरे पास शेड्यूल कास्ट एक चाहिए और हो सकता है एक ही है। अगर कॉलम 4 से चेक करा तो गलत हो जाएगा। कॉलम 4 में तो हो सकता है 3 एससी बैठे हो, उनमें से 2 एससी अनरिजर्व पे आए थे। Am I clear? ये समझ में आ रहा आपको? So you will calculate it not from column 4 but from column 5, because column 5 will tell me which schedule caste has come through reserve. Column 4 will have many schedule caste who might have come against unreserved vacancies. ठीक है ना? इस तरह से मैं कैलकुलेट कर लूंगा। शेड्यूल ट्राइब कितने चाहिए मेरे को, 6। अब मैंने कॉलम 5 से चेक करा तो आई फाइंड दैट देयर आर ओनली 5 शेड्यूल ट्राइब। सो इमीडिएटली मेरा एक्सेस शॉर्टफॉल बता देगा -1 का शॉर्टफॉल चल रहा है। सो दिस डेटा विल टेल मी मेरे पास एससी एसटी ओबीसी ज्यादा चल रहे हैं या कम चल रहे हैं। नॉर्मली ज्यादा तो नहीं होंगे, जैसे हो सकता है गोवा में शेड्यूल कास्ट ज्यादा हो, क्योंकि पहले आप शेड्यूल कास्ट 15% लगाते थे। नहीं, शेड्यूल कास्ट भी तो 15 लगाते थे, यूनियन टेरिटरी तक का 2% तो अब हुआ है। तो हो सकता है शेड्यूल कास्ट आपके पास ज्यादा हो, लेकिन जो भी है डेटा यहां से निकल के आ जाए। सो देयर आर हाउ मेनी रोज हियर? कैन यू सी देयर आर 4 रोज। पहला रो है नंबर ऑफ पोस्ट रिजर्व्ड इन द कार्डर, दूसरा रो है एक्चुअल रिप्रेजेंटेशन, तीसरा है एक्सेस ओब्लिक शॉर्टफॉल, फोर्थ रो इज बैकलॉग। बैकलॉग क्या होता है? जो आपने एडवर्टाइज करा है उसमें कोई कैंडिडेट नहीं मिला है, दैट इज बैकलॉग। अगर कोई बैकलॉग है तो वो भी लिख लेंगे आप। मान लीजिए पिछले साल आपने कोई शेड्यूल ट्राइब का वैकेंसी एडवर्टाइज करा था, शेड्यूल ट्राइब नहीं मिला, तो यू विल राइट बैकलॉग शेड्यूल ट्राइब 1। इज दैट ओके? समझ में आया आपको? ये तो हुआ आपका फॉर्मेट फॉर, किसका फॉर्मेट बताया मैंने आपको? रजिस्टर। वेरी गुड। अब this was the format for registers. Now can we see the format for rosters? रोस्टर कब बनाते हैं हम? जब कार्डर स्ट्रेंथ इज 2 to 49। अब आप बताइए इस वाले फॉर्मेट और पिछले वाले फॉर्मेट में कोई फर्क है क्या? क्या फर्क है बताइए? बोलिए। इसमें कितने कॉलम थे? इसमें कितने? तो एक्स्ट्रा कॉलम कौन सा? बोलिए। एक्स्ट्रा कॉलम इसमें कौन सा है? वेरी गुड। फंडामेंटली अगर आप देखेंगे सेकंड कॉलम जो यहां दिख रहा है वो इसमें नहीं है। बाकी सारे कॉलम सेम है, डिट्टो सेम है। सीरियल नंबर यहां भी है, इसमें भी है, सिर्फ इसमें साइकिल नंबर भी दे रखा है। इसमें सीरियल नंबर के बाद क्या है? इसमें क्या है? Now this is important. Now every point here is predetermined. It is fixed for UR, SC, ST, OBC, etc. इसमें कोई पॉइंट फिक्स नहीं है। इट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, इस पर कल हम बात करेंगे, लेकिन आज आप इतना देख लीजिए, इसमें कोई पॉइंट फिक्स नहीं है। इसमें एवरी पॉइंट इज फिक्स्ड। उसके बाद सेम है नेम, डेट ऑफ अपॉइंटमेंट, वेदर SC, ST, OBC, जनरल, फील्ड एज UR और रिजर्व, सिग्नेचर, रिमार्क्स, वो जो उसमें था इसमें भी है। तो इसमें कॉलम नंबर 2 जो है वो एक्स्ट्रा है। इसका मतलब रोस्टर में जब वैकेंसी आएगा तो मैं ये देखूंगा कौन सा पॉइंट खाली हो रहा है, जो भी नेक्स्ट पॉइंट आएगा उससे भरूंगा। याद है हमने यहाँ पे क्या कहा था आपसे? जब हमने कहा था कि 2 ही पोस्ट है मेरे पास, तो मैंने आपसे कहा था कि जब पहला 2 बार कैसे भरेंगे? अनरिजर्व से। वो लोग जब 2 रिटायर हो जाएंगे कैसे भरेंगे? इस 2 पॉइंट से। इसमें पॉइंट प्री डिटरमाइंड है, मुझे पॉइंट से भरना है, लेकिन जो बड़ा वाला जो रजिस्टर है उसमें कोई पॉइंट नहीं है। उसमें कोई पॉइंट नहीं। उसमें जिस कैटेगरी का आदमी नौकरी छोड़ के जाएगा उस कैटेगरी के आदमी को मैं लूंगा। SC जाएगा SC लूंगा, ST जाएगा ST लूंगा, OBC जाएगा OBC लूंगा। लेकिन रोस्टर में कौन जाएगा वो नहीं देखूंगा, मैं देखूंगा नेक्स्ट पॉइंट कौन सा। अगर मैंने ऐसा नहीं किया रोस्टर में तो शेड्यूल कास्ट का तो नंबर कभी आएगा ही नहीं। शेड्यूल कास्ट का नंबर कहाँ है? 50, पॉइंट नंबर 50 पे। इज दैट ओके? एम आई क्लियर? तो अब आप कोई क्वेश्चन मुझसे पूछना चाहते हैं स्टेज पे तो पूछिए। तो सबसे पहले आपको क्या करना है, आपको वापस जाना अपने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, जाके हर पोस्ट देखना है कितना कार्डर स्ट्रेंथ क्या है उसका, और कार्डर स्ट्रेंथ अगर आपका 50 से नीचे है तो आपको ये वाला फॉर्मेट मेंटेन करना है, 50 से ऊपर है तो ये वाला फॉर्मेट मेंटेन। नॉर्मली आप लोगों के केस में ज्यादातर केस वुड फॉल हियर, 50 से नीचे हो। तो जब भी आपके पास वैकेंसी आएगा, अब नेक्स्ट पॉइंट से देखेंगे किसके लिए है, तो ये इशू नहीं आएगा कि संस्कृत फिजिक्स क्या है, जो भी पॉइंट आएगा उससे भरना है। तो मान लीजिए आपका कोई संस्कृत का टीचर नौकरी छोड़ के चला गया है, वो एससी था, तो आपको जरूरी नहीं एससी से भरना है, अगला पॉइंट किसका उससे भरना है। Am I clear? ध्यान से देखिए एक बार और। हाँ बोलिए बोलिए। हाँ
What about librarians, sir?
Librarian?
Director of schools. These two posts, they are single post.
Single post, no reservation applicable. Single post, you will not apply reservation at all. That is why I sent 2 to 49. 2 to 49. Cadre is different, na? You see, how do we decide which is a separate cadre? When the recruitment rules for the separate, there is a separate recruitment rule for separate post, so you will fill it up accordingly. The only exception here is actually the teaching staff. In the teaching staff in central government, and that is why I shared that with you. आपके पास होगा वो, मैंने दे रखा है ना आपको। देखिए आपके पास ये है ना, ये वाला दे रखा है मैंने। एक बार आप इसको देखिएगा, ये आपको एप्लीकेबल नहीं है, इट इज एप्लीकेबल फॉर सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, लेकिन फिर भी मैं इसलिए लेके आया था कि यू विल हैव टू टेक अ कॉल कि आपको इस तरह से चलना है नहीं। दिस इज एप्लीकेबल फॉर ये एक्ट जो है पार्लियामेंट का, इट इज फॉर सेंट्रल एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूशंस रिजर्वेशन इन टीचर्स कार्डर एक्ट 2019। मिल गया आपको? तो इसमें दिस इज एप्लीकेबल ओनली टू टीचर्स कार्डर इन द यूनिवर्सिटीज। अब क्या हुआ था मैं आपको बताता हूं, आपको समझ में आ जाएगा। टीचर्स कार्डर में एक प्रॉब्लम आ रहा था, प्रॉब्लम ये आ रहा था कि केमिस्ट्री का 2 पोस्ट है, फिजिक्स का 2 पोस्ट है, तो लोग कह रहे थे भाई 1-2 पोस्ट में रिजर्वेशन कैसे लगेगा। तो जब भी अगर 1-2 पोस्ट में हर एक पोस्ट का अलग अलग रोस्टर बनाएंगे तो शेड्यूल कास्ट का नंबर तो 50th पे आएगा। तो हर डिसिप्लिन में, केमिस्ट्री का डिसिप्लिन है, फिजिक्स का डिसिप्लिन है, शेड्यूल कास्ट तो रिक्रूट ही नहीं हुआ। तो जब गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया में ये क्वेश्चन आया तो हमने क्या कहा, हमने कहा भाई टीचिंग स्टाफ के लिए सबको जोड़ के एक कार्ड बना और उसके हिसाब से रिजर्वेशन करो। तो अगर आपका 50 से ऊपर है तो यू विल फॉलो दैट सिस्टम, 50 से नीचे यू विल फॉलो रोटेशन सिस्टम। और रोटेशन सिस्टम में आपको बहुत आसान है, जो भी पॉइंट आएगा उसका डिग्री से भर देना, उसको नहीं जोड़ना आपने, टीचिंग स्टाफ को जोड़ना। मतलब जो लाइब्रेरी में क्लास पढ़ाने जाता है, नहीं वो पढ़ाने तो नहीं जाता ना, टीचिंग का तो काम ही नहीं है उसको। तो सिंगल पोस्ट है, नहीं टीचिंग तो नहीं है ना वो। तो मैं वही इसीलिए ये एक्ट इसलिए लाया हूं कि टीचिंग स्टाफ के लिए यू विल टीच द टीचिंग कार्डर ऑफ वन पर्टिकुलर स्केल एज वन। जैसे इसमें आप सेकंड पेज पे आएंगे ना, यार सेम स्केल में अगर कोई जमादार है उसको भी उसमें डाल दो क्या? सेम स्केल क्या मतलब हुआ? इंडिया में जितना ही पोस्ट सेम स्केल का एक साथ आ जाए क्या? दे आर ऑल डिफरेंट कैडर। अब टीचिंग स्टाफ के साथ अब एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव एसडीएम भी सेम स्केल का, वो भी डाल दो एक साथ। जो रिक्रूटमेंट रूल जिसका अलग है उसको अलग करना है। सिर्फ टीचिंग स्टाफ के लिए एक बार आप पेज नंबर 2 पे आइए और इसको ये पढ़ लीजिए। एल टीचिंग स्टाफ जैसे ग्रुप सी का पोस्ट है, उसमें एलडीसी होगा, जमादार है, पियोन है, ड्राइवर है, दे आर ऑल बिलोंगिंग टू सेम स्केल। यू डोंट हैव टू क्लब देम टुगेदर। द ओनली एक्सेप्शन इज टीचिंग स्टाफ। टीचिंग स्टाफ में क्या है ये देखिए आप, इसमें एल दिख रहा है आपको नीचे डेफिनेशन में? एल दिख रहा है, उसमें लिखा हुआ टीचर्स cadre means a class of all the teachers of a central education institution regardless of the branch of study or faculty who are remunerated at the same grade pay excluding any allowance. तो अगर आप इसमें लाइब्रेरियन भी डालना चाहते हैं तो आप डाल लीजिए, मुझे क्या प्रॉब्लम है, लेकिन यू नीड एन ऑर्डर ऑफ द पर्सनल डिपार्टमेंट। Otherwise, don't. This is not a teaching cadre. Library is not a teaching cadre. Physical education teaching cadre. यार इसमें डाउट क्या है? आप किसको टीचिंग cadre मान रहे हो? ये तो आपको पता है ना। यूजीसी का पोस्ट का स्केल है, यूजीसी के नॉर्म्स है। हाँ देखिए, that call you will have to take, but they are not teaching cadre. They are not going into the classroom and teaching. So therefore, बाकी टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन वही हो सकता है 62 एज ऑफ रिटायरमेंट 65, बट लेकिन दे आर नॉट टीचिंग cadre। तो टीचिंग cadre के लिए आप एक करिए, अगर आप उनको भी ऐड करना चाहते हैं तो मैं तो यही सजेस्ट करूंगा कि फर्स्ट गेट अ पॉलिसी डन बाय पर्सनल डिपार्टमेंट टू राइट टू देम शुड वी इंक्लूड देम इन दिस cadre। दे हैव गिवन यू। मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ, मैं कह रहा हूँ उसका नो इट्स ओके। व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज उसका रोस्टर भी इसी में जोड़ना है, नहीं ये पूछ लीजिए उनसे। दैट्स द पॉइंट। हाँ नहीं, दैट्स नॉट द पॉइंट मैम, यू वर नॉट देयर। काइंडली सी टीचिंग cadre में ये जो होता है ना कि डिफरेंट डिसिप्लिन्स हैव टू बी एडेड, दैट इज सेटल्ड इन गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया। Teaching is one cadre, that means lecturer one, then assistant professor one, professor one. वो एक इसमें लिखा हुआ है means who are remunerated at the same grade of pay, irrespective of, regardless of the branch of study of faculty. That means lecturer, chemistry, professor, history, Sanskrit will be all clubbed together. क्लब करके आपको क्या देखना है? कब कब का आपको देखना है कि रजिस्टर बन रहा है या रोस्टर बन रहा है। रोस्टर बन रहा है तो गोवा के हिसाब से आपको 1 to 100 पॉइंट का साइकिल घुमाना। इफ द टीचिंग स्टार्टर कम्स टू बिलो 50, 48, 49 तक, यू विल हैव टू फॉलो दिस साइकिल। इफ इट इज 50 or more, then you have to follow the other cycle. Am I clear? Is that okay? किसी कोई डाउट है तो बताइए अभी स्टेज पर। लेकिन एलडीसी, स्टाफ का ड्राइवर, पियोन, चपड़ासी, जमादार, cook, gardener, these are all posts in the group C. All these posts will not be clubbed together. They will have separate roster for separate posts. तो आपका स्टाफ का ड्राइवर है, अलग रिजर्वेशन रोस्टर, क्लर्क अलग रोस्टर, टाइपिस्ट अलग रोस्टर, बिकॉज दे आर नॉट इंटरचेंजेबल। ड्राइवर का काम क्लर्क नहीं करेगा, क्लर्क का काम कुक नहीं करेगा, so they are not interchangeable. So you will not, for every post you will have to have separate roster or register depending on the census tract. बताइए कोई डाउट है तो? Is that okay? तो आगे बढ़े फिर, आगे बढ़े। सो अच्छा, let's break for tea. Let's break for tea, then we'll come back.